Shall we start? Ready? You have come back.
Namaste, Swamiji.
Good. Okay. Ishvaro Gururatseti
Ishvaro Gururatseti
Murti Bheda Vibhagine
Murti Bheda Vibhagine
Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya
Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya
Dakshinamurtaye Namaha
Dakshinamurtaye Namaha
Sadashiva Samarambham
Sadashiva Samarambham
Shankaracharya Madhyamam
Shankaracharya Madhyamam
Asmadacharya Paryantam
Asmadacharya Paryantam
Vande Guru Paramparam
Vande Guru Paramparam
Om Sahana Bhavatu
Om Sahana Bhavatu
Sahana Bhunaktu
Sahana Bhunaktu
Saha Viryam Karavavahai
Saha Viryam Karavavahai
Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai
Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti
Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam
Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam
Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam
Vyasena Krititam Purani Munina Madhye Mahabharatam
Advaitamartadarshini Bhagavati Ashtadashadyayini
Advaitamrtadarshini Bhagavati Ashtadashadyayini
Ambatvamanusantatami Bhagavat Gite Bhavatveshini
Ambatvamanusantatami Bhagavat Gite Bhavatveshini
Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudramarutah Tunvanti Divyestavani
Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudramarutah Stunvanti Divyaistavaihi
Vedai Sanghapada Namopanishadai Gayanti Yam Samhita
Vedanta Brahmopanishadai यन्त्यं सामगामि
ज्ञानावस्थिततत्त्वतेन मनसा पश्यन्द्रिययोगिनः
तत्ततेन मनसा पश्यन्ति योगिनः
यस्यान्तन्न विदुसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः
यस्यान्तं न विदुषुरासुरगणाः
देवाय
देवाय
तस्मै नमः
તમારે કઈ નહીં છે બસ કે હજુ કરશું હા બધું જ અલગ અલગ બધા તમારે રાહ જોશે જેને કહીએ ને so we are seeing the sixth swarupam of Atma in second chapter. Until now we have seen our real nature, Nityah. Atma means all pervading Atma is Nityah, is not bound by time. That we have seen. Second features of Atma we have seen Satyah. The meaning of Satya is ever exist. Atma is ever exist. Third thing of Atma is all pervading. Sarvagatah yena sarvamidam tatam. 1 minute. Ma andar se. Ani andar se. Gani badi lecture. Aprameyah means the which is not available for objectification of 5 sense organ. It's called aprameyah, akarta, abhokta. That yesterday we have seen the features. Our swarupam is akarta, abhokta. We are non-doer. At the same time, we are not reaping at any fruits. That we have seen. And now य एनं वेत्ति हन्तारम् य एनं वेत्ति हन्तारम् यश्चैनं मन्यते हतम् उभौ तौ न विजानीतः नायं हन्ति न हन्यते
य एनं वेत्ति हन्तारम्
हन्तारम्
यश्चैनं
यश्चैनं
मन्यते
मन्यते
हतम्
हतम्
उभौ
उभौ
तौ
तौ
न
न
विजानीतः
विजानीतः
नायं
नायं
हन्ति
हन्ति
न
न
हन्यते
हन्यते
Hantaram. The meaning of Hantaram is a karta, a subject, a doer of any action. One who knows I am a doer, at the same time one who thinks, manyate means one who thinks I is a subject of any action. Ubhautau, both of them, na vijanita, both of them, they don't know. Both of them, they don't know. Ayam nahanti nahanyate. Both they know this Atma is never does any action. At the same time, it must be affected by any action. Nahanyate means it is a not subject of any action, and at the same time, Ayam nahanti means he is not doing any action. That we have seen yesterday. Ayam Atma nahanti nahanyate. And we have seen also with the help of this electricity is lighted up filament and bulb. But when bulb is sometimes broken, electricity never breaks. Same time, our nature also is like electricity. We are consciousness, and being consciousness, what is our job is to light up, to enliven whole body, and all body is look as a conscious. But we are not body, only our job is to keep body conscious, and that body does everything. But we are mere witness of all actions. At the same time, whatever experiencing we feel inside our mind, that experience also we are feeling is not really we. But because of our presence, all thought process is keep on going in our mind. We are mere witness. The thought process because of consciousness, but consciousness is not thoughts. The whole body doing everything, but body is doing because of consciousness. At the same time, consciousness is not body. Like Bujya Swamiji used to say, A is B, Atma is the body, but at the same time, body is not Atma. Oh, sorry, Pujya Swamiji used to say, A is B, Atma is a body. Because of Atma, body looks live, but A means Atma need not need body to be conscious. So A is B, but B is not A. That we have seen. So Atma is not Karta. At the same time, Atma is not Bhokta. And whole our life is based on I have done this to someone and I am victimized of somebody's. That both thinking is wrong. That's why I have given we are insult and guilt. We are living in both. I have done something to someone is we are feeling guilty. And one is we say somebody has insulted me. So we are victimized of somebody's same. So we are neither subject nor we are object. We are only witness of subject and object. Really, we are not there. That we have seen. Now we are in second. You want to chant? You can chant. 1 minute. Can I keep? આવશે કરીશ હમણાં બતાવીશ તેના ચેન્ટિંગ કર્યા છે ન જાયતે મ્રિયતે વા કદાચિત નાયં ભૂત્વા ભવિતા વા ન ભૂયઃ પ્લીઝ ચેન્ટ
न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचित् नायं भूत्वा भविता वा न भूयः
अजो नित्यः शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणः न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे
अजो नित्यः शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणः न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे.
Before I start explanation, I'm just stop sharing the screen so you can come in like this. Please come in front of me. Okay. This is what I am talking about. His name is Nimesh, and he would like to make one article on what we are taking. Yeah, please come.
To make an article about online yoga and online like chanting and Sanskrit or
Raviji, nobody can see you. Your face is very dark.
Okay.
So, Swamiji, what's the name? Nimesh. You said Nimesh or Umesh?
Nimesh.
Nimesh, Pranam, welcome. And I can speak on behalf of few of us. Swaminiji's classes are the nectar of all teaching. It is not just another online class. This is so meaningful. We cannot get it anywhere else. It is so deeply connected to the training and rigor she has went through, and her abundant love is unmatched. That's my 2 cents. Thank you.
And Uday, anybody would like to talk about Hemalata ji? You would like to share something?
Yes, Hari Om. I'm very happy to be learning Gita from Swamini ji, who's an eminent student of Swami Dayananda Saraswati. And he's our gurus of gurus. And like the previous gentleman said, there is no other class in the world equivalent to this, because we come in from different parts of the world. I was in Dubai. I have attended the class in Dubai online and also from Canada. And now I'm in India. So wherever I'm in the world, I'm able to attend the class, which is quite amazing. So thank you, Swamini ji.
Hello, Swamniji, Uday here.
Yes.
Nimesh, good evening, and thank you for coming here and to see what we're doing here. I benefited a lot personally through Gita because the teaching is unparalleled, I mean, unmatched to any other teachings. And I would like to thank Swamini for this great service. And I can say that the problem today in youth of India is that we cannot decide properly, indecision and so many things. And through Gita, we are benefiting every day. So that's what I want to say. Thank you very much.
Next to Uday is Shalini ji. You want to?
Namaste. I'm sorry, I'm in the car, but see, that's the beauty of this class online. I'm in US. I'm a physician. I got introduced to this teaching in as a child through my mother, but when I went to Sailorsburg in US, I felt like I was in heaven, because I did not expect that I would go and land in such a close to home. And when Swaminiji said she's to classes online,
Yes, your voice is breaking, Shalini ji.
it's a blessing beyond what I can say.
So, this is, I can make it good.
First, say your name.
I will ask her, let her come, because it's not. Shalini ji, we cannot listen your voice. It's something, net is not proper.
Oh.
Yeah. So who will start? Please give your name and please tell also from where you are. From where can I start? From Ravi ji, still we are not seeing your face, but
Can you see me better now or no?
not better. You are in that. Cognito.
So I'm Ravi Varadan. I live in Baltimore, Maryland, and I also attend Arshavidya, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where just like many others said, I benefit greatly from the teachings of Vedanta that is imparted to us by Swamijis, who gracefully, come to us from India very graciously, and teach us the ancient wisdom, which is ever relevant. And in particular, Swaminiji, I have been learning from Swaminiji for almost a year now. She started teaching us Tattva Bodha, which imparts many of the fundamental concepts in Vedanta, and it was wonderful teaching. And then, very importantly, Swaminiji has been teaching us Sanskrit for a year now, and it's hugely beneficial to me. Previously, I used to be very afraid of Sanskrit. You read the grammar books and things like that. I could not make any sense of that. But ever since Swaminiji started teaching us, it has been so nicely done. and she's very patient with us. She allows us to interrupt her, which I think is a huge thing, because whenever we have questions, we don't have to hold back. We can ask her right away, and she makes us feel very, very comfortable in learning both Sanskrit as well as Vedanta. So I'm very grateful to Swaminiji for making this teaching so easy for us.
Yeah, thank you, Ravi. Now she's Sajini. Sajini, can you explain?
I can. Is my voice audible?
Yeah, yeah, it's audible. Yeah.
Namaskar. I'm Sajini, Sajini Raman, and I'm from New York. And today I've come to the Gurukulam, physical Gurukulam here in Saylorsburg. I started this online class about 1 year ago, first learning Sanskrit. At that time, Swaminiji had showed us a picture of a traditional Gurukulam, students sitting around. She showed us this picture, and she said that was traditional Gurukulam. And she said, for us, this class, this online class, is our Gurukulam. I never took it as anything different. This is our Gurukulam when we study. After Sanskrit was Tattva Bodha, and then Gita class. It's the Gita class that I'm the most regular at. And I'm happy to learn. I feel God's grace. Thank you.
Now, Meda, would you like to?
Namaste, Nimesh ji. I've been attending these classes from the past maybe 8 months, and I enjoy it so much. I don't like to miss even a single class. Sometimes there's some commitment somewhere else, and sometimes I have to miss, and I really don't like it. I try as much as I can to be here. Swami Chinmayananda once said, don't go through the Gita, let the Gita go through you. And I think with Swaminiji that happens. You feel changes, you see changes in yourself, in your behavior, in your mind, all of that. And I think more than the Gita, I also learn a lot from the way Swaminiji is as a person. So much love, devotion, patience as a teacher, so much caring and affection. She, remembers small details about us. Like 1 week ago, I told her my mother was sick, and she remembered next week and asked, how is my mother? So small things like that, it really touches. So yeah, I love these classes.
Here is the Mathangiji. Unmute, Mathangiji. We cannot live. Unmute. Mathangiji, now.
Yeah. Oh, namaste. Nikhilesh, right? His name? Nimesh ji, namaste. My name is Matangi. I live in New Jersey, USA. I've been attending Swamiji's class, Sanskrit class, and part of Tattva Bodha and Gita class from last year. I really enjoy each and every minute of the class, and I'm so blessed to be in this class with under Swaminiji's teachings and everything. And I really don't love this class and don't want to miss even a single class. I try my best to be here, and she is literally a loving and caring guru, and even if we ask silly questions during the class, she never gets irritated or anything, and she really helps us to understand the concept, and it's really amazing. I'm really blessed to be here. Thank you so much.
From Bangalore. Meda also from Bangalore. Both are sitting in one room.
Yeah, we are together now. I don't know what to say. Everybody else have told so much about her. I agree with them. I'm really enjoying her classes. And yeah, I have to thank you, Ma, for a great service. That's all.
And she is Anitaji. Anita ji. Yeah, and please unmute. Yeah.
Namaste. I am Anita from Bangalore, Karnataka. I am very happy to attend Swamini's Bhagavad Gita classes. I am very blessed. Thank you. Thank you, Swamini.
I think everybody is covered. No? Okay,
If anybody
Swamiji, can I say something? This is Sudhakar.
yeah. He would like to ask, do you feel any change after listening all classes? Vedas says
in your life,
your life, he's asking. So you would like to share?
So I will start with that answer. This is Sudhakar, Nimeshji. The usual question people ask is, how is Gita practical? And how does it change your life? There is nothing more practical than the way Swamini teaches it. As Raviji said, it's eternal, it's ancient wisdom that is eternal, because that's our real nature. So Swaminiji makes it practical in the sense you have a misconceived notion about yourself. The Gita is the way to understand your true nature. So it's very, very practical, and the change in our life is direct and immediate in the sense, this is the first time Swaminiji was the first teacher, even though I have been around this teaching for a while, who told moksha is nothing but cheerfulness. She said cheerfulness is moksha. So nothing can be more practical than once being able to be cheerful in life. So that's the answer for you.
Anybody would like to share? This teaching somewhere, sometime is help to you. Want to like to share?
Yes, Swamiji, I'll share. So before I was a very, very logical person, like very logical, just always razor sharp, and very little emotion and devotion and all that. And Bhagavad Gita is also very practical, almost logical, scientific thing. But surprisingly, my bhakti and devotion has increased after this much Vedanta, which is supposed to be logic. Like, I feel more devoted to my work, the people around me, or my elders, all of that. It more compassion, love, all of that. I mean, it's not still great, but it's increased from before. And all these things like getting angry and all these changes, as soon as you get angry, you can catch it. As soon as some ego crops up, you can catch it. All that small changes inside, maybe people outside can't see, but I can see.
Yamalataji, would you like to share?
Yes. Yes. Actually, what Medha said is totally true. Even you can address your ego, your anger, all of that. And when it is rising up in you, you are able to distance yourself from whatever is going on in your mind. And you're able to actually step aside and, let it pass. So, which means that these issues are now lesser and lesser as you go along, as the teaching as you get soaked in the teaching. All of these problems, issues that you have become smaller and smaller. I have never shared this in this forum, but I can tell you now, we have been through a major actually tragedy in our family. I lost my son a few years back. That was in 2015, the same year that Swamiji died. And at that time, the same day, Swaminiji called me, because I've been associated with Swamiji and lot of his disciples for a very long time now. We've been doing Vedanta for more than 15 years. And Swaminiji called me and she told me a few things. And she asked me to chant a few things. And I started doing that. And so it took me from a point where I was even unable to get up. And then by the end of the day, with all the chanting that I did, it was like a huge weight was lifted from me. And I think we were both me, my husband, and my daughter, we were we were okay, we were able to take it, and we were able to move along in our lives only because of this teaching, because of Swami Dayananda Saraswati, my guru, who's been with me and I believe is always with me in the form of his teachings, and his disciples like Swaminiji, whom with deep respect, I thank all of them for continuing this tradition and enabling us to see that these events in life should be taken as events only and move on with your life. And life is much more than these events that happen in your life, and like everybody said, it's actually, there is all endless love and compassion in this world, and if you can just connect with it, you are able to actually withstand any pressure that comes into your life. And this is my personal experience, and I know from within, I can say that people may not know outside, but I know how I was able to handle this major issue that cropped up in my life. And the same with my husband, who is also a student of Vedanta. And we credit this only to the teaching of Vedanta, which we have undertaken for so many years, that has helped us withstand this. So I would say this is something that is essential in life. The more people are exposed to it, the better it is for them. Thank you.
Anybody would like to share anything?
Hello, Swaminiji and Nimesh, Uday here.
Yeah.
There are so many things that have changed due to the Gita classes, but I would like to highlight two of them. Unlike Meda, I had been like a emotional being for quite some time in my life, and Gita taught me how to be logical and see the things as they are. We generally see the things as we are. So Gita taught me a lot of logic, and that is first thing. And my decision making has become much better than earlier. So there is a lot of discussion happening about the emotional independence, not depending emotionally on others for your happiness. So that detachment, at the same time being compassionate, is such a wonderful concept, and I could see myself growing, and there's a lot to go, but I'm quite happy here. That's what changed the logic and the decision making for me. Thank you.
Anyone? No? Everybody almost shared.
I'll say Swaminiji.
Yeah, please. Please unmute, yeah.
Listening to Gita, I think it helped me let go while still performing my duty. And then whenever questions came up, then class is a safe place to ask it. So while letting go and then performing my duty, trying to understand what duty is, best perform it. Then those kind of questions I asked in class. Whole week, perform my duty, then comes Saturday morning, Sunday, and then can learn and ask. So that inquiry is there, and it's helpful to have a safe place to do that.
Now,
Question तो घणा બધા છે No-11
આપણે બરાબર લેવું ને હું કે ક્લાસ
બધો ક્લાસ છે પોતાના માટે કરો તો બીજાને શું કે તમારા માટે બીજા સાઈન તો તમે કરી લો
What he is asking, he said, okay, right now you are learning from here through online class, but does this teaching is helpful through you to others or not? Are you sharing this teaching to others and it's helpful to others?
Swamiji, I would like to answer this.
Yeah, okay, yeah, please, yeah.
Actually, yeah, this question, some of my friends also have asked me because all my friends are working in corporate companies or students abroad. And so everyone is very into this, this kind of life. Nobody is into spirituality like this. And so they ask me, how is it useful? But I can tell you in my family, in the past, since all of this, I got into yoga and then Vedanta, the number of fights have reduced in my family. We don't fight so much anymore. And I don't teach Vedanta to anybody, but through my behavior, I can see everyone else in my house also improving. So because I am changing, I can see it around me. And I know I can't take the credit for it, but I see small changes that before were not there in my sister or my mother or my father, like things before that would become a problem for their health in the future or something. And I think it's because some change has happened in me.
Anything?
That's
It's
true.
like
I would like to add. I used to be also short-tempered many years back, say to 20, 25 years back. And the biggest compliment I got after I started doing Vedanta with Swami Dayananda Saraswati, the biggest compliment I got was from my mother, who came to stay with me for 3 months. And in the 3 months, I never had in one difference of opinion with my mother, which I usually used to have all the time. So she said, I don't know what it is that you've done, but you have changed so much. Can you also teach your sisters the same thing, whatever it is that you're doing? So they can also lose they keep calm and, stay calm. So I think that's the biggest change that has happened, that happens in you. You become much calmer and compassionate.
Ravi, you are speaking something.
Yeah, for me, I get accused these days, Swamiji, that I don't. I spend too much time studying and meditating. That my wife always accuses me that you don't do enough chores.
That's why you are not coming today, no?
So that's why I told you, Swamiji, today I have to go do some chores. Because she says, oh, 9:30 to 12 o'clock, you're not going to do anything for me. So that's the flip side of doing Vedanta, Swamiji. It just takes you away. It's so, it just grabs you so much that, it's difficult to convey to other people the power of Vedanta. So sometimes I feel that frustration that, it has so much to offer, but the other people are not making use of it. But as other people said, it is through your own life that you communicate that power to others. And in fact, we do have a Gita home study group here. So Swami Pratyek Bodhananda came last year to our home, and he implored all of our Kirtan group members to participate in the Gita home study. But nobody is in Swamiji. It is very difficult to get people to participate in Gita home study groups. So that's part of I don't want to say frustration, but it's a little bit of an angst that I have, and I pray that I'll have the patience to to handle that.
But one day will come. You will understand. What you are doing is correct.
So I would just want to add one thing. This goes back to some of the sentiments already expressed or views expressed. Swamini ji, the way she teaches is love in essence, completely shared with total love. Her presence is just so calming and soothing and enabling. That makes a lot of difference to the teaching because it is so involved and calls into question logic as well as emotion. So she shares it in a way that calms you down. And I have been with Pujya Swamiji Dayananda's ashram in Salisbury, Pennsylvania for like 24 years. Ever since we did Akshara Vyasam for my daughter. The biggest win I would say is I've been telling my wife Matangi, you can also do this. And she finally, when she saw Swaminiji, she joined. So there you go. See, just the presence of Swaminiji makes everyone join. So I think that's the way to spread the next level. You can get somebody in and it makes it practical. So that's only because of Swaminiji's approach.
I'd like to add one more thing, is that, we've been doing Bhagavad Gita home study classes, in fact, in Dubai, in my home. I had a group of 7 or 8 people, and we've been doing the Bhagavad Gita home study for the past 3 or 4 years, ever since Swaminiji came to Dubai. And in fact, in her presence only, we started the Bhagavad Gita home study. And since then, all the people who come to they're all my friends who have never exposed to this teaching before. And they are all in love with it. They look forward to every class and they don't miss a single class. And since, they are newcomers, they've said that it has made a huge difference in their lives, in their behavior, in their relationship with people around them, especially the close ones. And so now that I have just left Dubai and I'm now in India, they're continuing their classes, they're continuing the home study, and they will go on. So it does, after you've been with the teaching for a while, you are in a position to actually also sort of convey this to others through the home studies.
So today there is no class, no class.
Yeah.
I think after this, Nimesh ji will become a student of Gita.
I'm already.
He says, I am already a student.
Okay.
Because otherwise, why would he come and interview you, Swaminiji?
That is true.
I'm sitting in one corner of, even our ashram is 12 kilometers away. And right now it's like pitch dark outside. To come from Porbandar, 2-wheelers is something challenging.
Because
But still,
I want to give answer that because I am an Indian and I love my country. I want to spread also this kind of culture and everybody can know about this. I ask many magazines owners also and I give this, but they are not interested in this way.
So, Nimesh ji, which magazine are you writing for?
I asked my friend who is in Chitra Lekha, but I feel that when I asked today also, he says just give me some information, then I will try to make this. But I have my own channel, YouTube channel, Nimesh Gundalia. So I will put it on it, and another is my Inadu India, famous in Hyderabad. So I will make an article about it and publish in it.
Okay, very good.
Okay, and I will give Swaminiji to link, and she will share you.
Okay.
Very good.
So thank you for all.
Nimeshji, it's nice to hear you say that you're Indian and you love your country. I can speak for myself, but maybe for others, that we also feel that we're from Bharat and we all love that country. Wherever we are in the world, that's our country.
Oh, thank you.
they all are Bharati.
Love all humanity, Swaminiji.
Yes, true.
And all of them can benefit from the Gita. I think that's one special thing about Gita. It is not tethered to a particular religion or customs. And this is something that Swami TV always says. It's a universal teaching. And I sometimes discuss it with my colleagues at work, and I tell them, oh, you have a karma yogi attitude. And they ask me, what does that mean?
Today you are Shalini-ji, your voice, totally you are traveling today. Otherwise, you can also share something.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, right now I can hear. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, this has benefited my patients a lot, because I talk about Gita, I talk about Upanishad. I mean, with a very little time I have, I just give a glimpse of it and I share them, like, Arshavidya Gurukulam website, and they listen to the audios and they're really impressed. And I have a lot of people with depression, anxiety, they really benefit from this, and they come back to me watching this and they're very really thankful, um, uh, when I tell these things. And my close family members, several people have come to Arsha Vidya Gurukulam and they have been blessed to learn this. And it's an everyday practice. We have our own old samskaras, um, and the negativity has to go. That will take time, but the journey itself is beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you. So shall we all do Purnamada now?
Is it 1 hour? Okay.
Yeah,
We
almost
still have 10 minutes, Swamini ji.
10 minutes. You want to talk something?
No,
Yes. You want to share something?
Now all emotions have started really coming out.
These all are Bangalore. They are from-
So one other thing, as many of us shared, Nimeshji, you can see, despite not many of us have interacted directly with each other in person. Some we have had the choice to meet, but no one has any inhibitions. Everyone is comfortable speaking about their life experiences, what we are learning, and how it matters, how we can help others. There's no inhibition here. We are put at ease by this teaching. Hemlata ji, first time I heard how profound a loss she has suffered, but you can see how she has matured, how that sharing matures us, matures others who are going through whatever they are going through. There is a variety of age and experience of the people here. I'm very happy to see very young people in the class. Some of us have been with this for some time. So there was no inhibition at all. The inhibition is taken away because Swamiji's teaching puts you at ease in terms of you're not the individual. You may be whatever profession, you may be a doctorate, you may be a professor, you may be a physician, you may be whatever you are. That is separate from who you actually are. That inhibition going away is an amazing thing. It just cannot be realized in any other teaching. And combined, I keep saying this. There have been many teachers you get exposed to. In fact, Shastra tells you need to learn from many teachers. And the depth and variety of the teachers from Dayananda Saraswati is just unfathomable. But I have to say, until I met Swamini ji, I did not see love in essence, in action. She is just profound love in action.
Swaminiji, I have a question. Sudhakarji talked about helping others, and yesterday also you said once one understands the knowledge, they themselves to help others. How does one know the difference between helping others and then how to help others and then overextending oneself? I think there is a line, but I don't know when to recognize that
I have got self-knowledge.
I'm helping.
Yeah, you want to ask? How can person knows now I have self-knowledge? You want to ask like that? This is your question? You want to know? Huh?
Yeah, I think so.
So, yeah. Again, please, Sajani. Is mute.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the difference between helping others and then overextending oneself to help others? Is there such a thing?
There are two types of help, Some are helping because their nature is to help others. But there are some people also, they are helping, but no, they are helping others by their nature, but they would like to show others. That's your second thing I think you are asking. To show others that we are also donors. To make the people know they have name in the society. For that purpose also some people are donating. There are some people they are donating because their real nature is like that. Being human being, this is our duty to share with everything. That when you want to ask, no? This other people also in way, sometimes they will mature, let them donate. And there are some people, they have everything but still are not donating. They compare to this, these people are better. So there are three type of people. One, they never share with, they never contribute. Another people, they contribute in the society, but they think their name should be somewhere. People should know they have contributed. And there are some people, third type of people, they are contributing. They never feel their names should be announced. So who are the best? The third one is the best. Then second one, compared to first one, they are better. Because they are donating. In spite of they have need some fame, but still they are donating, no? Contributing. But last...
Swamini ji?
Yes?
Sorry, please finish.
Yeah, okay. I have completed, yeah.
Okay. No, I think what she was asking is sometimes you try to help someone and then they take advantage.
That's you want to like, because her voice is always breaking. Huh? So
I think she was asking that, I don't know.
Taking some advantage. I would like to share one story of Pujya Swamiji. Can I share with you? Pujya Swamiji is running this M4 Seva. No? So one person went to Pujya Swamiji and he told him, Pujya Swamiji, some person, because there are many persons they are working with M4 Seva, then he gave one name and he says this person is taking money for personal use from M4 Seva. So he is taking advantage from that M4 Seva. And Swamiji has heard everything. He says, okay, as his usual style. And after 1 month, again that person has come and he asked to Pujya Swamiji, I need some money for my Chhatralaya, something, for hostel. And Swamiji, without any hesitation, he says, please take. Then one person who was complaining to Pujya Swamiji, he says, so why are you giving him? He's not using for hostel, he's using for his personal use. Then Pujya Swamiji says, if he's taking money from me and he's using for personal, then he might be need something. He must be needing. Let him take. I have no problem. They take advantage. Let them take advantage. We should not disturb. In spite of it, it's some level. After some level, it happens like. There are many in M4 Seva, thousands people are working. All are not honest. They are taking advantage only from M4 Seva. But still, Swamiji has no problem. They let them be. I have many names also. But let him be. After some time, they will mature, they will grow, and they stop taking money. Now, is it okay? Anybody would like to ask anything? Hemlata ji, would you like to ask? No?
No, I was just saying that's the best answer to the question. I mean, Swamiji leads by example. If such a great Mahatma, I mean, if this is the attitude, the point is that you are doing your best and you know this. Your intention matters.
Yeah.
And how the other person takes is their prarabdha, their karma, whatever. So let them do what they want. What a beautiful attitude. That's an enlightened attitude. Totally.
So sometimes we know also they are taking advantage. Let them do.
Yes.
They will make it up to some. If they don't,
Swamini ji, the funny thing is many people find this answer very hard to digest. They'll be like, how can you let them take?
Well, you are looking full. Sometimes they say you are looking full. Also,
Yeah.
let it be. What we are, we need not others' opinion what we are. We are living with our own opinion. Why should we are dependent on others' opinion? What should we do? What should others do?
Some
Yeah, we are not hearing 1 minute. Yes, now, Shalini.
yeah, sometimes when these kind of situations happen, people think if you don't fight back or something, you're weak. But actually, it is your inner strength which helps you to not fight against it. It is inner strength which helps you not to react.
So because we have a value of the value, this Kshama, this is called Kshama.
Yeah.
This is the best
Forgiving.
example of Kshama. Accommodation. Not forgive also. Accommodate that person. Is there?
Accommodation.
Yeah. Anybody?
I have question.
Yeah.
I hear somewhere that bhakti has a two type of bhakti. One kind is a sakha bhakti and one kind is a das bhakti.
I will not.
Das means
I am a servant of Ishvara. It's
Uh-huh.
called Dasa Bhakti.
Uh-huh.
And somebody
But-
says, today is friendship day, no?
Uh-huh.
So I am a friend of Ishvara. It's
So
a Sakha.
I don't need to pray in some pujas and like that, and they just understand that it is a wasting of time. So what is the difference between das bhakti and sakha bhakti? Why don't you go through the sakha bhakti?
But in Sakha Bhakti also, if you are Sakha, you are friend of Ishvara, then whatever comes from Ishvara, we have to accept. Sometimes Ishvara gives, like us all time, suppose two friends are sitting here, this Meda, and sometimes all they are not kind, no, they are also do some childish, they can also feel something, no, being parent. But they always accept, because being friend, they have right to do like this. Same way, if Bhagavan is our friend, they can give some unpleasant situation also. If we are ready to accept, then we are really Sakha, we are really friend. But when some unpleasant situation pop up in our life, then we say, why to me? Then we are not friend of Ishvara. Really.
But there are also devotees, Swaminiji, that because they are so friendly with Ishvara, they take him to task. They yell at him, they scream at him, but they never leave him. They are always with him.
Yeah, they always with them. So this is the best part, no? We can yell them on, we can even angry with them, everything. We can do. We can't do with others.
I want to share something. When I am in young, I'm going to Ramakrishna Mission and do Aarti. But sometimes I share my feeling with Ramakrishna ji. So what I feel, he just dance and just tell all the my conclusion in front of him. So sometimes I afraid that who is that person who comes at the end. Then I realized that Daddy and like that. So I feel it that if you believe that that comes to you, God comes to you or other person comes to you, like to survive all that things and change your life like that.
There is a one line in Hindi, "Na jaane kis desh mein Narayan mil jaye." The meaning of this line is we don't know in which way. Sometimes Ishvara comes in the form of beggar, sometimes in the form of another. So whatever comes, we should be, if we have total trust in Ishvara, whatever comes must be Narayan. I should not say Na jaane kis desh.
Swami Viditatmananda tells a story, Swaminiji. There is a Gujarati saint, it seems. When he was walking somewhere in the forest, some thieves came and robbed him. One thief came and robbed him, and he was very happy. People said, "What happened? You lost everything." He said, No, today something very special happened. Usually every day I go in front of the altar and offer things to Bhagavan, and he doesn't take it. But today he personally came and he took everything from me.
That is beautiful.
This is the way how we take the things.
Yes.
This is
I don't know which Gujarati saint that is, but Swami Vitatmanandaji says.
how it is on creation. But this is the crux, no? Na jane kis desh mein Narayan mil jaye. We don't know in which form we will get Ishvara. So whatever comes is Ishvara. So there is a one story. Let me share. It's a 5 minute only. There is a one story. So it's a one monastery in Himalayas, and there are many students used to come here for learning in that monastery. But after some time, the frequency of student gets less and less. And one time there is no student in that monastery to learn this Buddhism. Then people start thinking why students are not coming. Then they say to whom we have to ask. Then in that Himalayas, they say in the one peak, one Mahatma is sitting, and that Mahatma is used to speak only one sentence in a 1 year. In 1 year, he is used to speak only one sentence, and whatever he speaks is always comes true. That one person in monastery says, I will this time when he will go to speak something, first I will go and I will ask why in our monastery students are not coming. Then that person, he went in front of the Mahatma, and after 1 week, he has to speak one sentence, and he opens his eyes, and that person asks this question. Then he said to him, there is a one person in Ishvara. There is a one person. Ishvara is in form of one person. He speaks only that much. And again he says one sentence is over. Then he thinks, how can I find out which person is Ishvara in our monastery? Then he went back in monastery and he just gave this message to each and every person in monastery. He says, this sadhu says, there is a one person, he is a Ishvara. Then next time that person went in the kitchen and he just ordered that person, please prepare a coffee for me. He just shout. Then he thinks, this cook may be Ishvara, then I should not shout on him. He said politely, can you prepare coffee for me? Then he has prepared. Then he went outside and there is many big garden, and what gardener was doing is gardening job. And again, another person starts yelling, he's shouting, why are you not doing your duty properly? Immediately that thought comes. In garden, maybe Ishvara, I should not tell them. So after one by one, whenever interaction comes, that thought comes, this may be Ishvara. So after 2 months, again student starts coming. Because everybody's behavior was not proper. They all are shouting. That were people. So same way, if you are crux of the story.
That's the answer to the question of what this teaching does to you.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So now shall we say Purnamada?
Yes.
Before that, we will say thanks to Nimeshji for coming here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Nimesh.
I'm not coming, but you take me to here.
Om
Purnamada
Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
So see you next week.
Thank you.
Swaminiji. Good night.
Swamiji. Thank you.
Thank you, Raviji.
Thank you.
Thank you.